What's up, y'all? Thanks for tuning in to Street Eats and Dope Beats. I go by the name of Adam El Cocinero, and to my right, I got my brothers, JMKM,
What's up, everybody?
Mike Rockington,
How's it, bro?
and we're privileged to have one of my favorite pop-ups, Miguel from Cocina Los V. What's up, brother? How are you?
Good. How's it going, guys? Thanks for having me.
What's up?
Thank you for
coming.
joining us.
Fire.
Man.
Thank you.
I
We
heard
try.
I heard you got that fire.
That fire. I'm
Yeah.
the plug. I'm that beer plug.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so thank you for coming on, man. This is the Street Eats Dope Beats podcast, the podcast where we talk about everything food, music, hustling, all the above. So before we get into it, we're going to just check out this intro music real quick, and we'll be right back.
Jam cam on the beat. Jam cam on the beat. Green faces, I'm still chasing. Shoes fit, now I'm soul searching. A damn fiend for the grand scheme. Reason why I've been so determined. Bringing rap and hip hop together through words. I spit be my sole purpose. Came here to open your mind with this like the mind till it's closed curtains. No detergent, I'm doing dirt. Burning cheese, living a fantasy.
Once again, this is Street Eats and Dope Beats, and we are joined by our guest, Miguel from Cocina Los V, right? So we're going to talk about tying in anything to do with street food culture, like pop-ups, and anything to do with food, pretty much for the most part. So, and take it away, gentlemen. Got questions?
Yeah,
Got
actually,
answers?
I want to know how you guys met.
Yeah, how'd you
Okay.
guys link up?
So I guess maybe I want to say it's already been almost a year, and I believe our pop-up Islos Musubi, I don't know if I can't remember if I started following you guys or vice versa, but I started seeing pictures, and I started seeing pictures of tacos, and I was like, now I'll tell Doreen and everybody, man, these freaking tacos of Vidia, they look fucking bomb. I was like, man, like I was on a good mission for months, because you guys pop up pretty early,
Yeah.
Saturdays, Sundays from 8 a.m. till 1 p.m. And so I was on a mission. Every time we went, we'd get there right when you guys either packed up. So I was like, man, I was getting sad already. Like, man.
Oh, you woke up late or? what's
No,
going
we're
on?
just, I don't even know. We were on that side of town. We're like, well, let's try to go. And by the time we got there,
Okay.
and it's funny because I remember now the first time I actually was able to make it. It was a day of Janai's birthday, my daughter Janai. And we went out for something in the morning, and I said, let's go hit this. We're going to go hit this freaking tacos de Vidia real quick. And so it's funny because as I was getting there, I started thinking to myself, man, I've like pumped this place up in my head so much. Like I started getting like legit anxiety because I'm thinking, man, like I hope it delivers. Like I was like scared. Like I'm sorry, but for real. So we get there, we order, and man, I was in love. My-
Is it after you ate the food or when you just ordered?
well, when I was there, I'm like, damn. Yeah, and it delivered, bro. It delivered. I mean, it's crazy how something that's so, by the looks of it, something so simple, because it's well, I'll let Miguel explain what BDI is.
Yes.
What an intro, man. That's just like
Sorry.
no, in a good way. It's like really no.
No, because I mean that's how we connected, and it was crazy because I was like, man, we got to go. And then after we ate there, then we had to bring the family, and then it's been
Yeah.
it's been like that ever since. And then last week, I think it was not this Saturday, the Saturday before, we were all supposed to go
Yeah, it was
show
ready.
up,
Oh,
Had the
man.
fam.
and then I'm
Fam
like,
ready up.
excited, like I was like, damn. And then JMKM, he texts me like, bro, I think they're closed, and I was like, I stopped the car. I was like, bullshit.
Oh, you're on your we were ready to go.
No, because I think I dropped Doreen off at work, and I'm like,
Oh man.
Nah.
nah, don't even do this to
Don't
me.
do this to me.
Miguel.
Yeah.
And then I freaking,
Like Selena.
dude, I was devastated, man.
Man, I'm blushing now.
And yeah, so we
Or,
missed it.
or La Bamba, like the Richie Valens song.
Yeah.
Like,
Miguel, right there on the First Street Bridge. Miguel. But nah, for real. So yeah, so then we had to go this Saturday, and we were there.
And they live happily ever after.
And now we're here.
Now we're here.
Now we're here.
And now
we're
you're here. Welcome, man.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
welcome,
you.
Miguel.
Why don't you like introduce yourself to the world, all the thousands and thousands? No, I'm just kidding. All the 105 people that listen to
I'm
us.
pretty sure we're at the thousands now.
Yeah, thousands. Yeah, introduce yourself. Let us know like a little bit about what you do.
All right, yeah, for sure. So my name is Miguel. Born and raised in Boyle Heights, right off of First Street in front of the famous Mercadito.
Oh, nice.
Right next to the Liliana's Tamales, which
Ooh.
a lot of people know too. I'm the youngest in the family. I have 2 older sisters, and yeah, I mean, growing up, my parents cooking all the time. Mainly my mom. My dad's from Puebla. My mom's from Michoacan, and yeah, over the course of well over 15, 20 years, she always made birria, always. And she would always make it for family events, weddings, quinceañeras. And she would do it more as in a favor, you know, like, hey, you know, go buy all the stuff, bring it to me, this and this is what I need. I'll put it together. You guys pick it up, take it, and, you know, give me whatever you can, kind of thing. You know,
Yes.
that's
Cool.
the type of person my mom was. She was never in it like to like, hey, you know, I didn't make this amount of money or anything like that. You know, it's just like, hey, I'll hook you up. Just pay me whatever you can.
Sick.
But yeah, that was my mom. It's my mom's recipe, and yeah, I started back in 2017, the end of September of 2017. So about to hit that 2-year mark.
Nice. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. And yeah, I mean, been going at it, and we're trying. We keep trying every week and every day, you know, and we're there, hitting it.
Nice. So it's crazy how a lot of dishes, even restaurants or even pop-ups, it starts like that, like from a recipe, you know, family and recipe, and well, you know, just buy me the stuff and we'll make it.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, it's just like it's cool to see something evolve
Develop, yeah.
that you love as like just because this is what you grew up with
Mm-hmm.
to now, you know, you're sharing with everybody, and those are the pop-ups that, you know,
Yeah.
that we love, we respect, and that I'm like all about. So how'd you like start, or how'd you come up with the idea, like, you know what, we're gonna post up on the corner or on the street and do our thing? Was there any type of like apprehension, like were you kind of nervous like doing it, or?
Yeah, it was. It's funny because again, you know, growing up, I was the youngest. I was the baby.
Yeah.
I was the baby, you know, so I was with my mom all the time. I was a spoiled one, and I was always with her, and we always wanted to do something. I was already 10, 11. We always wanted to start our little something, you know. And we tried all kinds of, you know, little things, and it never really stuck, you know. I remember this one time we even tried, you know, just selling regular tacos at this little up and coming swap meet, but I guess it didn't hit or
Yeah.
whatever.
Mm.
So yeah, I mean, long story short, we've always wanted to, and I saw this opportunity come by where I was just like, you know what, I got a really good quality, not necessarily product, but a really good quality recipe. Everybody, you know, has pretty much, you know, approved it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I remember one specific time I was just like, hey, Mom, you know, I want to give this a shot, you know, what do you think? She goes, yeah, you know, whatever you want to do, go for it. And I had already had it planned out, you know, I had done my research, how I wanted to kind of do things, and had a bit of a plan. And there was one specific afternoon, I was outside with my dad, just chilling with him, and my dad could be a bit of a grouch, a little bit on the stubborn side, you know, and I was nervous to, it's funny, I was nervous to share with him, you know,
Yeah.
because obviously I was going to need help. I wasn't going to be able to do this by
Yeah.
myself, you know. And I was just like, man, I don't even want to tell him because he's going to tell me, no, you know, the cops are going to come
Yeah.
and take away your stand, ladi. But it's funny because I shared with him, I was like, hey, Dad, you know, next week I'm planning to do this and this and this. I already got all the stuff that I'm going to need. Told him plain and simple. I was like, what's up? Will you help me out? And he just looks at me and he just nodded his head. It's like, yeah, I'll be there. I was like, oh shit. I
You're like,
was like, that was easy.
You weren't expecting that reaction.
I was expecting, you know, a little bit, not so much negative, but I was just, you know, expecting him to tell me like, well, you know, you got to be careful because this
Yeah.
and that, you know. But yeah, that's how it was. That's how it kind of started, and I had everything, you know, semi-ready, all the stuff that I was gonna need, equipment, and I kid you not, I had already invested, you know, a little chunk of my money in there. And that Friday night, I was sweating it, just like how I am right now. I was sweating, and I was just like, man, am I really gonna do this? I was just like, well, you know what? Maybe I could just, use the stuff that I bought for, for something else. Maybe I don't need to do this. And I was just like, no, come on, Miguel, you can't back down now. And yeah, I just dove into it that Saturday morning, and
Nice.
and from there we just kind of hit the ground running.
Nice. And is there any particular reason why you set up right there where you do?
Yeah. It's funny because same thing. I kind of tried to do my research and came up with the plan, and I knew for sure Olympic. I was like, no, Hooters already too congested, too much traffic for sure. I'll catch the wrong attention there or whatnot. So yeah, driving up and down Olympic, and I scoped out a few spots, and then I saw this one, and first thing I thought about was parking. What's the number of reason why somebody won't stop is because they can't find parking. They can't find parking. They'll be like, no, I'll go somewhere else.
Right.
And I saw this place. I was just like, it's in good eyesight. I was just like, yep, this is where I want to go. Was I worried about the school? Giving me crap? Yeah, I was. But I was like, you know what? Like, let's do it. And yeah, I mean, it's been going good.
Nice.
Yeah.
We
That's really
dig that.
So why so early though? Why that time?
Why so early?
Yeah.
Mad, Jordan.
I'm just curious.
You don't get up that
You're
early.
like,
I get it. No,
I
I'm
can't
just
get up that
curious.
early.
Para
So exactly. So it's that kind of like that Mexican breakfast, kind of like that menudo that you want to have
Okay.
the next day after a really bad cruda, a really bad freaking drinking hangover. And yeah, that was the idea, was that Mexican breakfast. And when I started again, I wanted to kind of get back into the catering, which was kind of pretty much what my mom would do. And that's kind of the route that I wanted to go, but it kind of turned the other way.
Okay.
So the idea was, I'll sit up in the morning, do my thing there, and then the afternoons I'll save them for events. And yeah, sure enough, that's how it worked out. And I was only supposed to stick to Saturdays, but the Saturday went so well that I was just like, oh no, I gotta make sure that I make use of my time and let me go hit it Sunday too,
Nice.
But yeah, it's that whole Mexican breakfast. I know it's difficult for some people, they're not that much of a morning person, but yeah, we did a Friday night pop-up once, and we're looking to do another one pretty soon. Hopefully not this Friday, but the next one after that, to kind of entice some people to come out and try it out.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to entice me, bro. I'll be there.
Already sold.
So
Adam sold on that.
So I was kind of curious. So how can you explain to people who may not be too familiar with like the dish and what the meat is and how it's cooked? Like, can you go into that, like the background of it? I know you said it's like a family recipe, but like tell me more about it.
Okay, yeah, for sure. I mean, plain and simple, how I can describe it is a beef stew. It's a decent cut of meat that's just braised in this broth for a very lengthy time for it to pretty much break down. And it has a lot of chilies to spices, a lot of ingredients that help it mold together.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, a lot of people like simply just the meat very tender, and other people really enjoy the broth. They'll enjoy the broth over the meat kind of thing, But yeah, I mean, just the broth is what gives it the juice, the flavor, and it's a moist meat. It's not dry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick. It's like a different style of eating too, just with the tacos and
The consomme.
Like, and then, like you pour the consomme on top of it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. For someone that's more used to like, regular, like taco trucks and asada, it's a different experience, right?
Yeah, it is. And for example, us right there, I mean, we started making everything from, what you normally see at a regular taco stand, like the molitas to the quesadillas. We call them quesadillas, kind of just blend the quesadilla name with the birria name, to the tacos dorados, which is, kind of like a pan fried kind of version of a fried taco, which are his favorite over here.
You all right, man?
Damn.
I don't know how he smelled it, but
You okay?
I don't know, man. Your wife over here is gonna get jealous. I don't know.
damn, Adam.
Oh man, but
Yeah, it's funny.
but yeah, we even went to doing the whole burritos too, which we it's not your regular soft burrito. After we roll it up and whatnot, we throw it back on the griddle and make sure it kind of gets crispy on all sides.
Damn.
Something similar to, I guess you can say, even like a chimichanga, but not so much fried.
Damn.
And yeah, I mean, it's I love it.
Let me tell Adam, I'm sorry I missed out on Saturday. I really did.
Yeah, I put the word out.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
So the amount of hours and the specific spices and the recipe you said was no, I'm just kidding. That's good.
Yeah.
No,
How many teaspoons
is
of
it-
what again?
So when I was first introduced to birria a few years ago, and I had it as goat. Is it traditionally goat?
Yeah, it's traditionally made out of goat.
Do you guys ever do
Um,
that or?
We made it a handful of times, but I mean, there's just a lot of people out there that they kind of stay away from it just because
Why?
that
It's like
that
gamey.
gamey taste.
Yeah.
A lot of people aren't
Yeah,
a big
yeah.
fan of it, and I mean, there's certain ways that you could do it where you could take off that gamey taste, but
It's a
just
lot
tell
of work.
somebody.
Yeah,
It's not even so much that, but I mean, just tell somebody that it's goat,
It's goat,
and,
people
and,
trip
and
out.
they'll stay
They
away.
turn
No
back.
matter
I get it. Yeah. See, I grew up I'm from the island of Hawaii, and I grew up around hunting, so I'm used to the game. Like I
Yeah.
prefer like
Wild boar.
wild boar or wild.
For
We had
sure.
goat, we had like mouflon sheep,
Yeah.
we
Wild
had
spam.
wild spam, and it's very hard if you go early in the morning.
Wild spam.
Early in the
Mountain
morning,
raised spam.
early in the morning when the
When's
snow.
hunting season for that?
So it's early in the morning when the snow's at the top of the mana. You go into the forest, and if you forage, you can find cans of spam. It's pretty simple. You gotta
Right?
just gotta take off the moss.
Hello.
Oh,
Take off the moss.
Oh my God.
And then it's
You
right
gotta-
there.
You got too much.
Yeah.
Yes. So do you have a cooking background, or is it just from
I
cooking
mean,
at home?
no, just cooking at home. Honestly, the only cooking background I could kind of refer to would be watching the Food Network channel growing up, man.
Oh yeah.
That's it, yeah.
Now, I was gonna ask you,
Again.
what inspired you? Because you kind of just did this, and you said you were doing your research. You mentioned that a few times. I did my research.
Yeah,
So-
no, just to kind of see like what's trending, kind of
Nice.
that whole Tijuana kind of thing. That's always been big out here, and I was just curious to see how they would kind of do their stuff, and I just took it off from there, kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, a lot of the Food Network channel growing up, being a little kid watching the shows, and I remember just watching the shows, seeing them fix up a hot plate. And I'll tell my mom, hey, I want to make that. Let's go to the store. Okay, let's go. She'll go
That's
go
cool.
get all the ingredients, put it together.
Nice.
And that's the way it just kind of continued from there. And it's also funny because at some point when I was getting, close to finishing up high school, I wanted to go do the whole Le Cordon Bleu kind of
Oh,
thing,
yeah?
I even went out for a tour in Pasadena
Nice.
and everything. And, they showed me around, but I was just like, nah, I was like, if I really want this, I can go do it myself,
Totally.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That $40,000 price tag, man, just
Uh-uh.
scared me.
Yeah,
I was just like,
exactly.
yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good.
That's why you go to
Yeah.
Trade Tech.
Mhm.
LA Trade Tech.
LA,
That's where I went.
LA
Brought to
Trade
you by LA Trade Tech
Tech.
admissions rep
and
Adam
spam. Find it at your nearest.
Forest.
The nearest forest,
Yeah.
nearest mountainside.
Yeah.
On the side under the moss.
Hey,
When the snow is at the top of the Mauna, you go this way, past the Kamehameha statue, turn right.
and you see the ABC store.
No, there's no ABC stores. If you see ABC stores,
Gone too far.
you're gonna get
Gone too far.
spam light.
So let me ask you: Have you encountered any any issues on the streets? Like, have you as the cops came or?
No,
Any kind of
thankfully not, man. Thankfully we haven't really been messed with. At the very beginning, the first couple months, I remember seeing a CHP pull up, and everybody just turned around and they're looking at me like, "Oh man, it's about
Yeah.
to go down." And
First
stuff,
of all,
you
that's
know?
not their territory.
Yeah, right.
Second of all,
But you see a cop SUV
Right,
and everybody's
right.
like, shaking in their boots,
But
kind of
you-
like, "What's going on?"
Yeah.
kind of thing,
It's
Go
ahead. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And yeah, no, I mean, sure enough, he pulls up into the red zone and he comes out and he goes, "What do you guys sell here?" It's like, "Birria tacos." He goes, "Let me try some," and he starts grubbing, But yeah, no, luckily we haven't run into any troubles with that.
it's good.
As a matter of fact, the school, the principal, they have Saturday school or something like that, and she's been really nice to us,
Nice.
and also buys food from us, and I hook her up here and there, because obviously we're right in front of her school and
Yeah.
everything, and she looks out for us, and of course I'm gonna look out for her. But thankfully,
Awesome.
thank God, nothing like that has been
That's dope.
an issue for
I
us.
like when the community comes together like that and
Right?
has each other's backs, as opposed to like, oh, I'm gonna rat you guys out and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
that's really cool that you have that kind of community that you you developed and established there, like within the school and within the locals in that area.
Relationships, yeah.
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 And we've talked about this before, like where I grew up on my side of town, and how we were talking about before the show. You know, taqueros and lunch trucks, it's always been a thing. And one thing that JMK brought up one time was the fact that sometimes, like the health department or whatever, it's like they pick and choose. Like these people would be here for years, and then all of a sudden,
Yeah.
they like, you know, oh, we're gonna go and shake you guys down, or
Yeah.
but it's never like a consistent thing, because it's always been so. I grew up by MacArthur Park, so it's always been packed
Mm-hmm.
with vendors. Always. Olympic,
Yeah.
as far as I can remember, always been packed. You know, since I grew up on that side, we would go to East Los, we'd go to Boyle Heights, and we'd go eat, you know, tacos, and the streets were always lined.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I don't know if I think it's maybe people that hate, or you know,
Yeah.
storefronts and businesses that
Yeah, and that was
That-
and that was one of the other things when I
Yeah.
was telling you that I was kind of scoping out the area. You know, that's the last thing I want to do is, you know, step on anybody's toes. I
Yeah.
made sure that I was at a distance from little restaurants, because I mean it's a brick and mortar, and I mean, shit, I know they pay their money
Yeah.
for it, you know, and I'm
Yeah.
not trying to come in here
See,
and,
that's
and do my
respected,
thing,
yeah.
you know. So
Yeah.
so yeah, I mean, aside from that, you know, always making sure that I'm respectful to everybody, not trying to, you know, have any bad blood with anybody. That way
Nice.
it could, you know, pay off its dividends. You know, I take care of them, they take care of me, kind of thing. And
that's the way to do
and
it.
thankfully, a lot of the neighbors around there are actually the ones that are really good customers of ours. And all they have to do is, you know, kind of go outside and like take a look. Are they posted? Are they not?
Yeah.
All right, they are. Let me go.
Let's go.
Let me go get them some breakfast, kind of thing. You know.
Nice.
So yeah. I mean,
That's the best type of support. Community support, when everybody's behind you. Like, man,
Yeah.
it feels good. It feels good.
It does.
That's dope. That's dope. So let me see. What are your goals? Like, where do you see yourself in a couple years? Do you have, you know, or do you just want to just strictly like stay a pop up in catering?
No, I definitely want to do bigger and better things. But I think everything kind of like in a stepping stone,
Yeah.
and I'm looking into a lunch truck hopefully sooner than
Nice.
later. And then from there, you know, sky's the limit. But yeah, I think, you know, one of the difficulties that I have is, you know, just like anybody else, you know, you kind of do it on the side kind of thing,
Yeah.
and kind of, you know, trying to find that sweet spot to kind of, you know, let go of your stable 9 to 5 kind
Yeah,
of thing.
yeah,
It's just like,
definitely.
man, it's hard, you know, and yeah, I mean, I have help from help and support from family and you know, lots of close friends, but even then it's difficult at times, you know. It's hard to just let go and go all in.
Of course.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, last year in October, end of October, I got tired of my 9 to 5 and I called it quits. I threw in the towel and I was like, that's it, you know, I'm going all in. And I had already gone to some other interviews for another job and things didn't go through, and I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna go all in. And yeah, I quit, and then like 2-3 weeks into it, I get a call from the other job and something lined up. I was like, God, crap. I was like, yes, but crap. Like, I was just like, this is gonna be my moment, you know. I was just like, this is what I was gonna do, and this other job came up, and it was hard to say no, kind of thing, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, but yeah, no, lunch truck it's still in thoughts, and then hopefully it'll come pretty soon. And then maybe even a brick and mortar, or if not, just sticking to the catering side
Nice.
and the lunch truck. But I think the standalone, you know, that's what I started with, and that's what it kind of has to stay. And anything else, anything extra, kind of,
Yeah.
you know, comes along with
Comes
it.
along with it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Besides that, are there any other challenges that you've experienced as far as running low on supplies or anything like that, or like while mid you have like a huge ass line and then you're like, fuck, I'm out of this or I'm out of that, or
Yeah,
any
yeah, no,
challenging- any challenging experiences that you
No, yeah, it's happened a lot, and you know what? I think that's one of the things that I love is, you know, sometimes it's the madness. You know, you're like in the midst of the rush kind of thing, and then all of a sudden you realize, oh shit, you know, I'm running low on tortillas, and you see a line full of people. You're
Yeah.
like, oh man, I have to hit up the closest tortilla spot quick. You know, like it's gonna take me 10 minutes. Will I be able to last? I look at my supplies.
Yeah.
Things like that, especially at catering events. There's been plenty of times where I'm like, oh man, how am I gonna do it? But you know
Yeah.
what? You somehow always
It
pull
always-
out a
Yeah.
trick out of your hat, and you're like, oh shit, I made it, thank God, you know. And
got through it.
and it's that whole little rush, adrenaline rush that you get, that it's just, man, you almost kind of feed off of it, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
That and yeah, I mean, oftentimes not we, but mainly me, I forget stuff at home. You know, I'm always putting stuff together, and I'll forget, I don't know, something as simple as the what we call the cucharon, the ladle, to get the consommé. How else am I gonna put the consommé in the cup, and I'll have a line of people, and I'm like, oh crap, I'm sorry guys, I gotta let you go. I'll be right back. I'll leave my guys there and go get it. But yeah, things like that, and then again, going back to the whole community and being helpful and everything. Just a block away, we have a lunch truck that sells mariscos. And since day one, they've been nothing but nice to us and helpful to us.
That's cool.
Nice.
And my dad, he's very old school, and he's not shy at all to go ask for a favor, not like a big favor or anything like that, But there's a few times when we ran out of lids for the consommes, and we're like, man, how the hell am I gonna send people with a big cup of broth? Like that stuff's gonna spill all over the place. He walked over there. Hey, by any chance you guys got these lids? Yeah, here, take the whole packet. Just bring it back next week. And up until this day, like, not that I count on them, but I know that if push comes to shove, I could run over there and tell him, hey, by any chance, hook me up. He goes, yeah, go ahead, take it. I got you.
Cool. And vice versa.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good. That's cool.
That's cool because they could be like, nah.
Yeah, I know, exactly. Right?
You're on your own.
I think the vending and the street vending is part of the culture.
Yeah.
As I'm learning, as I'm seeing, and it's good to hear that people got each other's back. It's not all about just like, man, those guys over there, they try to come to me and have lids. Like they helped you out,
Yeah, I know.
That's
because a lot of times, I mean, if you go back into people's backgrounds, they did that whether they come from Mexico or Central America. That's what they did growing up. So I mean, that's like they come here and it's the first thing. It's natural,
It's what they know.
It's what they know. So
and that's what
maybe
they have
that too. That's probably like the respect too that everybody has, knowing that we all come from the same struggle.
Yeah.
So that's dope.
Earlier you were mentioning how like it was the dish that like everyone would go to your mom to, like, that was her thing that she'd make. Has that become your thing now?
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm known for. It is the birria, but I think the great thing about this and pop-ups or anything, any vending, it kind of just opens the doors. Once somebody comes and tries the dish that you're known for, it kind of validates your skills or what you can bring to the table, kind of thing. And yeah, I mean, I've jumped into other small dishes for catering, and it's worked out, and my customers have gone out happy, and I'm thankful for that kind of thing.
That's what counts right there.
Yeah. So what I was gonna ask you, what are some of your other things that you like to cook? Whether it's for the biz or just at home.
Just at home. Honestly, I like to cook a little bit of everything. I'm always one to kind of just fix up a hot plate with whatever leftovers are there at the house.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, just mainly a lot of Mexican dishes. One thing that I always had growing up was mole poblano at home. There was always mole. And yeah, one of my favorite dishes, and I've learned to make it. And I don't know, I guess you just kind of, with time, you kind of learn to have that hand where just more so, what to put in it, and then the right amount kind of thing,
Yeah.
No measuring or anything like that, but throw a little bit of this, throw a little bit of that,
Just
taste
by taste.
it, and you're just like, all right, well, what's there? It's just missing this tad bit of thing,
That's what it's all about.
But yeah,
That's awesome.
What is your guys' favorite thing? What is your thing to cook aside from spam that you forage from the forest, or aside from
I like to
fish that you chop from the sea?
steak. I like grilling.
You like a good steak?
Good steak, grill.
What's your favorite cut of steak?
My favorite, honestly, New York. I love New York steaks. New York strip.
Really?
Yeah. Or if not a New York strip, then maybe ribeye. Ribeye would come next.
We had this.
Ribeye is my
There's another
joint right there.
podcast that we do. We had this big old debate
On?
about like what the best cut of steak is, and this guy was like, yo,
T-bone.
New York is the best, and everyone.
I mean,
was
I don't
like,
know about it being the best.
But he was swearing that it was like top above
Yeah.
ribeye. And then everyone was like, no, like it's not. So there was like this long thing. So I wasn't expecting you to say New York. Right now.
No,
So I'm
well,
gonna show
that's
this
my
clip.
favorite.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
No, but he was saying it was like the top
Yeah,
cut.
no.
No, it's not.
I'm like, I don't think it's the top cut. But
Ribeye is the one,
it's
man.
my ribeye,
Yeah.
New York, and just straight like bistro style. On the grill or in a cast iron skillet. Maybe some garlic, a little bit of butter.
What's that
Or
thing? What's that
that's it. rosemary?
Yeah,
Some
that thing.
rosemary.
You got me. What's that thing? You
Rosemary.
saw exactly that thing that goes in the
And,
pan. I
The
tried it one time.
The spam cutter.
No.
A nice ribeye spam.
I tried that one time.
Center cut spam.
Center cut spam.
Some center. Tender
I'll make
spam loin.
Spam like
Spam tenderloin.
you know,
Sorry, Jordan. Happy birthday.
And roasted veggies.
you know how when you get like prime rib, it has like the outside. You go to the guy. Can I get the edge?
The
Can I
crust?
get the crust? Can I get the crust of the spam? Yeah.
Outside.
Is the outside stuff?
The spam skin.
What about you, Mike? The jelly.
Ribeye. Well, cooking
Yeah.
wise, I like to make stews most of the time. So we have this dish called caldereta. It's pretty much like a beef stew with like bell peppers, peas, carrots, onions, tomatoes, and stuff like that. That's always my jam. Like stews for the most part.
Fire.
Kare kare. That's another one. But it's like a stew with like peanut butter.
Oh,
So
I gotta try that.
Crazy. Me
yeah,
too.
I gotta make some for you guys.
I'm down.
That's if that was like my go-to thing. That's like that's usually like my go-to thing, like preparing food wise. But like grilled roasted veggies, mostly too. I like that.
Yeah,
Jam.
we gotta hit some
KM.
food.
JM,
What's my favorite thing to cook? I really like making fried rice. I enjoy like different adding in different things. Just kind of making in whatever. That's kind
Like
of how I grew up
yesterday's
making it.
leftovers.
Yeah, that's how I grew
fried
up.
rice,
We
you
just did
know?
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
The last time I saw my mom, well, when we hung out in Vegas a couple of weeks ago, that's what she did. Like we're all eating, bringing in food, and like she just whipped up like the most fire fried rice. There's like crab in there. I was like, what?
Nice.
Sheesh.
But yeah, I like fried bologna. No, not fried bologna. Or I like to make a
and chocolate milk. Fried bologna and chocolate
I
milk.
like to make fried bologna and chocolate.
Well, you gotta
milk.
bring back an old episode for.
No. I like the like furikake chicken, or I make good wings, or I was gonna say something else. Shrimp, like
Shrimp?
the North
Okay.
Shore Oahu style garlic shrimp, but then I'll
Ooh.
make that with the furikake. I put furikake in everything. You know what my dish is. My thing is that my family out here, my in-laws, they always ask me to make.
Yeah.
Is in the holidays I make furikake Chex Mix.
Really?
It's fire. It's like Chex Mix, but you typically it's made with like the Caro syrup and
Yeah.
stuff. You hit that Caro with,
Oh, nice.
and then I can't. I
Oh,
gotta
you gotta
bleep. I
make-
gotta bleep that out.
Oh.
You hit that Caro with
Censored.
and then when you toss it with furikake.
Gotta
so-
try that.
Good
Those
to
are
know.
the thing that
Good to
my
And you
that's the one dish that like in the holidays, like my girl's family, they're always like, asking, hey, is he gonna make the Chex Mix? So
Nice. Yeah.
anyway,
We gotta-
sorry, we got off on a tangent.
No, it's a good
I'm
tangent.
just hungry.
It's a
I'm
good
just
goal.
we
Yeah.
just hungry. I like talking about food
We could talk about food all day.
all day. Whoa,
day.
we should make a podcast about it.
Whoa,
Whoa,
wait a minute.
wait a minute.
I think we're here. Street eats and dope
Can you,
beats.
do that?
Insert-
Can you do that again, Mike?
Insert. Whoa, I wasn't even
We
looking.
made it.
Thank you. We need to get a supply. Yeah.
I'm expecting that turned into a GIF or GIF, whatever you want to call it.
Is it GIF or GIF?
It's actually.
GIF?
Zach,
I heard
GIF.
it's GIF.
you calling me a loser? Oh, that's okay. No, I'm just kidding.
Zach's over here
Jeff,
throwing
right?
gang signs.
Yeah.
Where you from?
It's a backward J, so
Zach,
it
so
turned
we're
out
gonna
to be
need
an
to
L.
mark that time with that paste that he just made. We need to make that into a GIF.
GIF,
Yeah.
please.
I think we're at the 34th minute. Yeah.
34 minutes, 20, 30,
Yeah.
31, 32. No,
That's crazy.
that's dope.
So, here at the podcast, we like to ask our guests what are their like go-to spots that they like to go eat late night, whether you're done doing an event or even after you've worked in the morning. What are your spots you like to go and eat?
Well, I mean, I think you can never go wrong with tacos, especially al pastor tacos.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh man, I can never have enough al
We
pastor.
were too excited about that.
And one of the things that I like at al pastor is the adobe on it has to be, a little bit on the thicker side. It has to be
Yeah.
like a true adobe, because others, sometimes they just, color it in,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the adobe sauce has to be thick on it. And there's this place right off of Indiana and Olympic, right before the freeway, the 5 freeway underpass.
Okay.
And it's called Tacos Indiana. And fuck, man, their al pastor is fire, man.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
And every time I go in
Gotta
there,
write that down.
every time I go in there, minimum 2 mulitas al pastor and at least 3 tacos al pastor, and I'm just
Okay,
killing
we
it
gotta
right
check
there,
that
just fucking grubbing. Aside from that, one of the other favorite things that I really like to eat is pescuezos.
Okay.
Pescuezos.
What is that?
Chicken necks.
Chicken neck.
Fried chicken necks. And there's this place down on First Street right before Eastern, right before Obregon Park. It's called Santa Rita Tacos. Taco Santa Rita. And they'll fry up chicken necks by the order. And it's a little plate. They put like 5 pieces of the little chicken necks. And honestly, you can't get that much meat off of them. But man, those things are killer. You're just right there, almost like a chicken wing, but it's a chicken neck.
Okay.
It has that fried skin on top, and that the salsa that they make has a lot of garlic. And man, that thing's killer. I'll be killing them all night.
Damn, I need to try those. Those are 2 spots that we need to hit up.
Chicken necks, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Down for Al Pastor and down for any
Al
type of
Pastor.
chicken.
We gotta try. We've been going to this spot on Soto by Hazard Park. It's Tacos La Huera. And
Tacos La Huera,
they make good Al Pastor, but we gotta check out Tacos Indiana now.
Yeah, they're good, man. I love them.
Heck
Good
yeah.
spot.
And then we're talking about underrated spots, huh?
Oh yeah. Well, we'll do both, but we'll start with underrated because we've shared like what our overrated spots are. So maybe now we don't want to have you throw any one of those today. So what is like a spot that's underrated to you? Like it could be a spot, anywhere. It could be like maybe you love, $12 apps at Applebee's and
Do you, man? It's all good.
Yeah, do you?
It's
TGI
cool.
Fridays underrated.
I mean,
Right?
Quesaro with his Denny's. I was like, what the heck? Whatever.
Denny's.
Yeah.
Damn it. I think I have to give out a shout out to all the Chinese food places out in Monterey Park, man. I could never get enough of Chinese food, man. And anywhere in Monterey Park, any little spot you find, it's
probably
killer.
good, yeah. What's your favorite like dish from one of those spots?
So I gotta go with the red pork. Oh man, that's just fucking. Oh yeah, red
Roast
pork, some egg rolls,
Some
some
char siu
chow
pork.
mein.
How do they get it so red? What spice is that? Red number
That's not a
5?
spice, I don't think.
It's
I
just
think
red number 5.
It's red number 5.
It's just
Ketchup.
It's just ketchup.
Ketchup.
It's just Jello.
It's Jello.
Jello mix.
It's cherry Jello.
Cherry Jello. No,
To all our Chinese listeners and
Kool-Aid.
yeah,
let us know.
yeah, let us know what that is. And
Yeah.
no
No
disrespect.
disrespect.
Yeah, no disrespect
No
whatsoever.
no disrespect. We just
Yeah.
being stupid.
So like the hood Chinese spots, like just a
Yeah.
regular.
Yeah,
Like the point
Oh,
spots.
yeah.
The ones that
Yeah.
you point
And then,
you get that 3-piece
yeah.
They
combo.
fucking load up that plate like there's no tomorrow. I swear they struggle closing that sucker,
Yeah.
and they're like,
those are the best.
Yeah.
Those are the best.
Those are the ones that put you to sleep.
Yep.
You take a nap.
Food
Right.
coma right away.
Real
Hell
memories.
yeah.
Like I used to live in Northeast LA, and I used to go to this spot called OK Chinese Food. The Chinese food was okay,
Okay.
and it was just cheap though, man.
On York and Fig.
Yeah, man. It's
Hey,
still,
you know where that
it's
is?
still
I know
there.
exactly where
It's
I
still
go get
there.
my T-shirts right there. The 5
Me
for
too.
10.
I used to-
Oh,
yep, yep.
jeez.
Pro Club.
Pro Club
Shout out.
tees.
I need a-
Back in 2009, I had the
I need a
V-neck Marv
sponsorship.
special. The V-neck in 2009.
Yeah, yeah, V-necks.
Yeah, the Marv special.
The Marv special.
Oh, man.
Shout out to Marv Grub Life.
Hey.
Mr. V-neck over
But
there.
yeah, I remember that was the first time that I saw like the hood Chinese spot. That's the first time I saw like they just have these French fries in this orange chicken sauce. I was like, why did they put in French? And I was like, okay,
Fuck
French
it,
fries
it was
with,
good.
with rice. That's the struggle, but
They were
I
trying
think
to,
in that little strip right there,
Yeah.
like that's the only thing that's still there. That was there when I lived there almost 10 years ago.
yeah, because
aside
there's a
from the-
Waba. Isn't there a Waba?
Yeah, the Waba. There used to be like a little. There was once like this little health food independent market I used to go to, where they
That
had
didn't
like
last long.
not. Yeah, it was like a produce, not health food, but it was just like a cool little produce
Yeah.
spot that had good meat and stuff. And then
Shout
I
out
used
to-
to I was go to the 99 right there and just
Shout out to Hood
steal a
Chinese
bunch of
spots.
stuff. Yeah,
Shout out to Combo A in Echo Park.
yeah, combo A.
There you go.
Shout out to Chinese. Do you ever go Chinese Deli? In El
Chinese
Monte?
deli in El Monte.
You know they
El
changed,
Monte.
bro. They
To what
changed
now?
They changed their whole menu. Their fried rice used to be like the leftover roast pork from the day before,
Ooh.
nice and crispy. Now it's just like just trash. Like
They
these
know what
carrots.
Did they make it like that?
All these byproducts.
That's why, because they make it like
Trash.
that.
I hate fried rice. I hate the fried rice that's just got like the basic corn and I keep doing this. I keep doing this.
Veggie
little
mix.
little pieces of eggs.
No, that's
You know
good.
what I mean?
Like the corn and the square carrots and
The
the
carrot,
peas,
The
like from the
frozen.
bag. Like,
Yeah,
oh man. I mean, that's cool, but
It's all sad.
so that's an underrated spot for you. That's your
And I can't go wrong with Chinese food, and I don't think they get the love they need to.
yeah.
No.
Respect.
What about for you guys, or if you guys have another one, but like, what's an underrated burger joint? Have we talked about
Underrated?
this?
No, not underrated.
Because we always talk about what's a good burger joint. But
No,
what's-
we always talk about what's overrated burger joints. Because Marvin, I think Marvin, when he did his podcast, he mentioned McDonald's. I was like, okay.
McDonald's is just rated. Like,
It's just-
it depends who you
It
ask.
didn't
like,
set the guideline or anything.
It's
but
either you like it or you hate it.
Yeah.
and,
That's it.
and it's okay to feel both. It's
Right?
okay to be like McDonald's at the right time.
It has its
smacks.
moments. Yeah.
Like a quarter pounder with cheese and fries and a
Yeah.
Coke. smacks.
Sometimes you
wait.
got to get chicken nuggets.
You know who's-
Sometimes.
Yeah.
You know who's been having fire cheeseburgers? Freaking Jack's.
Really?
Yeah, because I like they put mustard in there.
Jack in the Box.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they put mustard. Yeah.
Mustard.
You like
and
mustard on your burgers.
Yeah.
Not ketchup.
it depends.
Would you do just mayo and mustard?
Yeah.
I like that combo. It's a good combo.
Yeah,
mean Thousand
I'm not
Island?
Yeah, I'm a Thousand Island kind of guy.
Well,
Yeah,
mayo
see?
mustard is like
There you go.
100, like a 100 island.
Yeah.
Mayo
Something
mustard.
like
That's
that.
what I call it. I think it's 100 island. What's that?
Relish.
relish.
You gotta add relish to
Mayo
it.
and mustard?
It's
No.
like secret sauce. I was like, no, it's not. It's mayonnaise, ketchup, and relish.
And Jack's tacos are underrated.
Jack's
Those are
tacos?
crazy, but they're so damn good.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Like tacos were for 19 years of my life.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, like, that's the same story.
Shots
Like when I was a
fired.
kid, like, you know, being Filipino, like we didn't know what tacos were. So hard shell tacos from Taco Bell was our jam, you know?
yeah.
So I get invited to my friend's birthday party and then they have a
Taquero.
taco guy at Taquero. And I'm like, what kind of tacos are these?
Bro,
Like Jack.
Yeah.
like,
And it changed my life forever. And since then, I'm like, I gotta get more of those kind of tacos. Where does one go for these?
first time I had that kind of tacos, or like regular tacos with like onion and cilantro, it was life changing, man. I remember
Yeah.
where it was. It was off Arizona and Whittier. There's a little truck right there on the southeast side of the corner, right there. You know,
Chale.
it changed my life. 70 cents per taco.
damn.
Yeah,
I got
I
like-
think there's somewhere still around that close to
Yeah.
that price. What is it? Cinco Estrellas or something like
don't
that.
know.
I
It was just
know
like a-
what you're talking
It's
about.
like a little truck though, and it's remember you get like four little tacos, you know, carnitas with like a little bag of chips.
Nice.
Changed my life, man. I never was like, what is this? Where's the lettuce and cheese and crunchy? No, I'm just kidding.
Where's the lettuce and
Yes.
cheese?
Where's the crunch to this tortilla? No.
Where's the
Can I have flour? I was like, can I have flour tortilla? No, I'm just kidding. I
black
didn't say
beans?
that.
Do you
Imagine.
put black beans in your tacos?
Do you guys have sour cream? Cheese?
Sour cream with
Some
cheese.
Tex-Mex style.
Do you have that black? Was it black beans and corn mix?
Dang.
You know what has an underrated burger spot to me? Tell me if you guys agree. I think The Habit is like pretty fire.
I
But
do.
like
need to
it's
have it
never
again.
in the
I like
conversation.
their Santa Barbara.
Yeah.
That's it's on sourdough.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I had their fried chicken sandwich the other day for the
Bomb.
first time.
That one
was
I
like,
haven't had.
I was like, yo, this is good. You had it? Have you had
No,
it?
I haven't. I can't recall eating The Habit.
Yeah.
ever.
What's the story about The Habit? Are they new? Is it California based? Is it
It's
a
been
small
around
chain?
for a minute.
It has.
Like, why is it not in the conversation? It's
It's cheaper than Carl's.
Carl's Jr. is so expensive. I don't know why.
It's crazy.
Carl's Jr. is a front. I'm saying it right now. Nobody spends money at Carl's Jr. I mean, yeah, and they stay open. And they
I don't know.
they even got another name in another country called Hardee's. It's a front.
Hardee's.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
They do.
Carl's Jr. You're Los Pollos Hermanos in real life.
Pollos Hermanos.
Come after me. I know. No, just kidding. Don't come after me. I'm just kidding.
Too much Breaking Bad
Yeah.
references.
It's like a conspiracy.
I don't know anybody that goes to Carl's Jr. Do you guys?
We used to
See, it's a front.
back in the day. Janai used to call it Carlos Jr.
Carlos
when she was a baby. Carlos Jr. They kill me.
I haven't had Burger King in a long time, actually.
I'm the
one
only
thing.
one in my family. Well, JJ likes Burger King. I love Burger King.
I like
Really?
that.
Yeah.
I like that flame broil.
Horse meat?
Yeah.
Horse meat.
Oh, it was back in the day. I think they got busted.
Really?
Did
for,
they
like,
have horse meat?
Something, yeah.
Is it run by the Polynesians or?
Around the 80s.
So like, we're gonna go to the Burger King.
Mikey hasn't done any.
Yeah, Mike hasn't done any accents today.
Kept it safe today. Kept
Mike
it
Rock
safe
usually
today.
does accents.
Does he?
So you like food?
What is that?
I don't know. Remember I did that last
Say
time.
like food.
So you like food, huh?
Say like food, huh?
That's his Nickelodeon
You're right.
voiceover.
I like your shirt, man. Just aloha.
Just aloha.
Nice. Represent VJ Penn.
BJ.
Finally won his first fight. And outside of a club.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Damn. He was in his chanclas and everything. I was like, this fool.
Doesn't get Hawaiian than that, man.
They're like, no, BJ, no. And he wouldn't let the dude up.
So I finally got a win. What's my bonus, Dana?
Nothing.
Sorry, we're getting on a tangent, Miguel. We're just talking
You're delirious.
talking shop.
But so let's say, okay, we're gonna go there and ask overrated. We're gonna have to do it. I don't want to do it.
Hey, we've been putting people on blast already as
Yeah.
Carl's Jr. You could hear Doreen say
So-
trash from all the way over there.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, Miguel. One of our infamous questions is what spots are overrated, and a lot of people know that I hate Chick-fil-A, and I think it's overrated. So, do you have any spots that you think are like? You hear the hype, you hear all these people, and you go and you try it, and it's like, man, this place sucks.
And after you answer that, what do you think of Chick-fil-A? Go ahead.
I think I skipped the second question. No, honestly, off the top of my head, I can't. I can't think of any. I'm not gonna lie, I can't. But I will say this: I'm a huge Chick-fil-A fan. That Chick-fil-A, that
We're just gonna have
Chick-fil-A
a counter.
sauce.
I'm gonna have a little counter on the bottom screen of how many people
No, I'm like
Chick-fil-A and dislike Chick-fil-A, and
I'm
it's
in
gonna
the-
have Adam's face
it's just
by
by
himself.
I'm just by myself, and then it's just everybody. Sorry,
Yeah.
I don't like it.
So you can't think of any place that people are like, "Oh, I love this place." Or you just, I mean, you just like, because, like, for example, on another pod that we did last week, that was like, "What's the top and worst fast food?" And right off the gate, it was like, In-N-Out has the worst selection.
Find me this person.
Your menu
What?
your menu is trash. They don't have bacon.
Get the
Like,
fuck
and everybody in the
outta
room,
here.
and I was in the back there, and I was throwing my hands up, and they're just like, "See, you even made it." So like, don't be afraid to like say something.
Was that person a
crazy.
transplant though?
No.
No?
Born and raised Californian?
Yeah.
Damn.
And
That's
they-
tough,
But what
man.
what do
tough.
they want? Chili cheese fries? What?
Yeah.
Chicken sandwiches? What
So
the fuck?
Tommy's.
Yeah, sometimes that basic, the basicness is fucking perfect. Plain and simple menu will do it, and that's what In-N-Out has. Just
Yeah.
straight to the point. What they,
Yeah.
Exactly.
You don't need like 20 variations of burgers.
yeah, makes
you know?
shit too complicated.
Y'all are mad. I was just saying. I brought that up.
We're all looking at Jordan like looking at him like,
How dare you?
I brought that up to give you an
I'm getting a
example
little
of like
closer like this.
it's all good.
I say good day. Good day.
Was that a fist?
Yeah. That's best. I said good day.
I said today.
Oh my god.
Okay, Fez.
Mikey's over here doing fez.
I'm trying to think. Well, what's another overrated? Well, because like Adam's not shy about saying what he thinks is overrated. Like,
Yeah.
Gotta let them know. So
Yeah.
the R&D chef could change up the menu.
yeah,
I just Chick-fil-A. I just don't. Janai tried it for the first time. She liked it. I bet you JJ's when he tries it, he's gonna like it. It's just not my thing. Not
Okay.
my
I think
thing.
you just have a complex palate where Chick-fil-A
Maybe.
is very
Maybe I'm just a complex hater. Okay, I was like,
It's like you could be a hater. It's cool, but
Yeah.
you're working on it, man. That's
I'm with all
that's
my
what
heart. I
matters.
am
yeah. It's like
with all my heart. 2020 is gonna be my year of love and
Zen
guidance
Adam. Zen
and
Adam.
hugs.
yeah,
I put that on everything.
yeah. Okay, for sure.
Zen Adam.
So what about
2020.
So have you tried Shake Shack?
I haven't actually.
Yeah, I haven't tried it
Me
either.
neither.
You know what I haven't? I said this before. I still haven't tried like Holland Rays and all those places.
I haven't tried.
I feel like what's the spot that has like a 3-hour wait? Is that Holland Rays?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's
Holland
one of
Ways,
them.
the one in Chinatown.
I remember once me and Doreen went to Chago and we were like talking to the people there and at Chago, and they were saying that the best time to go to Helen Ray's at that time was like on a Wednesday at 11 o'clock.
In the morning?
Yeah.
That's when they open, pretty much. I want
and
to say.
that's
Yo,
they said
yeah.
the only time that
Maybe I'll go tomorrow.
There's no,
It's your birthday, so you better go, man.
exactly, man.
there it is.
I would like to go to
There it
Holland
is.
Rays. Okay,
Yes.
so we're not gonna get anybody on blast from Miguel. All right.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
It's all right, man.
Yeah,
That's
no,
okay.
I can't think of anything.
What is
honestly, man.
what is one type of food that you don't like? Do you
Oh yeah.
you don't
what,
like?
What don't you like?
that I don't like? Huh?
Sounds like someone's building a shelf from IKEA.
No, man.
You like
I
the Chinese food from Monterey Park. You like
Was there anything growing up like that your mom would make you eat that you were like, nah, I'm not with it? Because I got a list.
I got many lists.
But you had to eat it anyways.
Okay, here's one. What is the like? What's your guys' opinion on Pizza Hut? Because Pizza Hut, you either think it's trash or you think it's fire.
I like Pizza Hut.
If it's the only option, then cool.
Like you would take Papa John's over Pizza Hut?
Damn, what do you got to put Papa John's on the table? I like the garlic sauce, man, from Papa
Yeah.
John's.
I'll take Papa John's over Pizza Hut any day.
Actually, yeah.
I've
I
had
like the,
I've
I
had
like the
Pizza
crust
Hut.
on Pizza Hut. Some people don't
Yeah.
like it. I like it. It's crispy. It's like they put butter on the bottom of the
I
pan.
love
Like,
I love the stuffed crust pizza from Pizza Hut. That's been like my jam when we used to have the book it, like the reading.
oh
thing.
yeah.
That's all I ever wanted. And then when you
Personal
try to
pan.
redeem it, you couldn't redeem it because they don't make the cheese crust like that. So
That's
my mom's
small.
like,
Only personal
you gotta
pan.
get a large pizza then. Like,
Like,
we win.
But I have 5 buckets.
yeah. It was only because I like pizza because of like the Ninja Turtles. That was mainly it.
Okay.
And Pizza Hut was their go-to sponsor, I think, at the time or whatever. So that's what sold me. But then as I mature,
As your palate
my
developed.
my palate developed and started enjoying like pizza from like
Domino's.
Domino's is trash. I can say Domino's is trash though.
I don't
You like
know, man.
Domino's?
Domino's is my go-to place.
I like
man.
Really?
I,
Oh man,
You like Domino's?
Domino's leveled up in like the past couple years. I feel like.
it's
I
okay.
think Papa John's sauce is sweet. But I don't like it.
like you.
Whoa.
Watch it, Mikey.
Whoa. No, I think
Hello,
Domino's. Domino's really stepped it up because of their deals. Their $5.99 pizzas. Like
yeah, that. Then they got the pan pizza with
Yeah.
not much of a crust on it. Oh
Yeah.
man, tear that shit up.
Have you guys ever been to a sit down Pizza Hut?
Yeah. There used to be one on Beverly and Normandy back in my
Nice.
hood. And it was there forever. Even lasted through the riots.
Damn.
And it was there forever. And I think maybe within the last like maybe 5 years,
Hmm.
they took it down. There's one on Whittier. No, not Whittier, Beverly. There's one on Beverly
Did they have buffet?
on the way to
You know what's
Montebello.
people that
Yeah.
you know what people have been sleeping on? Shakey's Bunch of Lunch.
Okay. Yeah. It's good.
That doesn't sound
Yeah.
convincing, Jordan.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Sure. Fine.
Yeah. Sure.
Girl, let me end podcast.
We're done.
Great.
Yeah, that was great.
What was that? What'd you say about Chick-fil-A? Turn it down. Yeah, I think it's good. I think Shakey's. I don't have anything bad to say, except that like, what did it? So instead of the Book It program now, the Book It was when you read and you get Pizza Hut.
Right.
Now my son he gets the Shakey's bunch of lunch things.
Oh, yeah.
Or he
Deal.
gets like a free thing, but
Personal
every time I
pizza.
go, they say we can't use it because it's like you can't go. They get like a free pizza thing,
Mhm.
but it's not during the bunch of lunch hour.
Yeah, no.
No, you have to go like at like
Random
2
time.
p.m. I'm like, what?
Damn, that sucks.
That's
Yeah.
dumb.
So
Gotta redeem it, man.
yeah, redeem it.
That's crazy.
Speak to your manager. Just
Yeah.
kidding.
So you guys are always bumping music when we go on
Yeah.
Saturdays. So what is your what's your like playlist? Cocina Los V playlist.
Well, right now, I mean, I could be a pretty big paisa, for the most part. So, I mean, I always want something, you know, that's fast paced. That's got me going, especially when we're in that workflow, you
Yes.
know. But yeah, that paisa music lately, those new corridos and all that, they got me going, and
Los perrones.
yeah. So I'm just like right there, fucking on it, you know. Fucking making tortillas fly up in the air and shit.
That's
but yeah, I mean that's usually my go-to. But yeah, I mean I listen to a little bit of everything from old school rock to any soft rock, old school hip hop, anything except for country. And no disrespect, but I can't do country.
That's Mikey's favorite.
Yeah.
Like the Old Town Road.
Got the horses in the back.
Yeah, I was waiting for that. That's why I even turned. I was like, it's coming.
Oh
Ha.
my god. That's dope. That's dope. So what else, guys? What's new? What's new with you guys? How was your event or the event you had here?
Oh,
Saturday?
it was chill. We had a really dope event this past weekend. The Sample Flip Saturday. That's what it's called. The Sample Flip. It went well. It went super well. What did you guys do this weekend besides eat tacos without me?
Well, that was
Without
Saturday.
us, actually.
And then
Somebody was closed the weekend before, man. No, I'm just kidding. I had the
We
camera.
don't want to. We don't want
I
to.
had the camera crew and everything.
But
It's okay.
let's see. What did I do? Went to smorgasbord for the first time.
How's that
Smorgas-
experience? Adam?
Please elaborate.
Please.
Have you ever been to Smorgasbord?
I haven't. I heard a lot about it.
Smorgasburg.
I don't know how do you pronounce it.
Smorgasbord.
Smorgasbord.
Smorgasbord. Yeah.
Yeah. What is it for people that don't know?
It's I want to say a festival. I guess it's just a roundup of a bunch of pop-ups.
Yeah, there's a bunch of vendors,
Kinda
a
like
bunch
a
of
food
food
court.
vendors that if you want to take it to another level, you could call it a food swap meet, if you will. No, that's bad. No, never mind. Take that back.
No, like a
Food swap meet.
Like-
No, it's out there now.
Yeah.
like a food market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you
Not
go.
like a
That's
night-
more. There's no
Yeah.
market.
Not as busy as a night market, but
Yeah.
Smaller.
like a farmer's market, but with food.
Mm-hmm.
All food.
Yeah.
All
All
food
foods.
and dessert and.
Dope.
We're gonna go and show some support to Evil Cooks. They made their debut.
Hey,
all right.
shout out Evil
So,
Cooks.
shout out to Alex and Elvia out there doing their thing. And so we went out there, showed support, checked it out, took a few laps.
Trying to remember what sweet tacos they had. They had pan dulce, was it?
No,
Or
they did
Pan
a
dulce burger?
flan.
A flan, okay.
A flan. A pan dulce burger.
So as much as the support went, like, why don't you just tell us how much you hated it though? Like, let us know how
I'm
much
trying-
of
Man,
a hater you
you
are
see,
for
they're They're
Smorgasbord.
trying to pull me in.
Tell
I'm
us.
trying to
Let's,
change, and they don't want me to.
I don't know. I'm
we're
just
just
gonna
trying to get the
assume-
devil out of the system, bro.
I just assume that you loved it, right?
It was,
What was your Smorgasbord experience like?
it was cool. I mean,
Politically correct.
I have my PR person like pulling the plug.
Don't say it. Don't
But
say it.
there's a lot of people.
Okay.
It was an interesting space. We'll be back, all of us.
Yeah, I'm
Together.
down to check it out.
We'll go and shout outs to
We'll have our
Moose
vendor.
Barbecue.
We're gonna have our own vend. We're
Yeah.
gonna vend over there.
Yeah.
Is
How
that
do we
what
get
it
in
is?
there? Let's get in there.
You know what? I think there's a conflict of interest somewhere down the line, so I don't know.
Oh,
Okay.
We
mama.
can look into it though.
We'll talk about that offline.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That's why I said. That's why I said. Oh, mama.
because we've been asked
Damn.
to vend merch there,
Oh,
but
Yeah,
they have.
it's all good.
But
whatever.
There's other
we'll,
stuff that
we'll
could
see
be
what's
done.
popping one day. But anyways,
There's-
it was cool. I mean, it was hot, so we just and
Yeah.
anybody knows JJ again. It would have costed me about $1.5 billion to feed that kid.
That's it now.
Yeah,
Mm.
that he would left hungry
Mm.
spending that money. But so we
This
just
guy's taking him to Shakey's bunch of lunch.
We
Yeah.
shut it down a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
We shut it down. We
Good.
left like sick, me and that kid. For real, we did, man. But it was it was cool. And then from there we went to Placito Olvera and walked around for a bit, checked that out. It was packed too.
Had to feel normal again, huh?
Yeah. Some random person said hi to me on the street. I don't even know who it is. I mean,
You're still on that?
it bugs me.
Yeah.
It bugs me because I'm like,
Jordan.
Was it?
Jordan was there.
I was there. I was saying hi to you. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh, it was a lady.
So we have Doreen off camera here saying it was a lady.
wow.
So you need to know.
Well, anyways, so like I was saying,
you're in
I
trouble.
mean, if somebody yelled out "Fool's Gone Wild," Adam would be like, "Who said that, fool?"
what's up, fool?
but yeah, smorgasbord. I mean, we gotta go back.
Yeah.
Go back.
Check out my homies, Stoked Barbecue. They do Santa Maria style barbecue. That's
Oh, nice.
really good.
Tri-tip.
Tri-tip. They got the whole spit where you gotta control it, drop it down, bring it back up.
It sounds fire.
It's really good. And then
I
Lobster
like-
Damas. Shout out to the homies at Lobster Damas.
Lobsterdamus.
Yeah, they make. I think they do fries and then they put lobster on top of it. So
Oh, nice. Sounds
ooh-wee.
good.
They were at 626 Night Market too.
Oh, how was that? How was that?
Super stupid crowded. Like if you have like crowd anxiety, like don't go. Like I'll tell
know
you
it
that much.
gets
So
packed.
what ended up happening? Like after Quesero and I performed, as soon as we were done, I was looking for Julia. She said she was in the food space, so I started walking that direction, and it was just like people crossing paths, and like boba was for $18, and all this other food was like $20, and I was just like, dude, this is way too expensive. But how crowded it was just like packed like ants. Like I was like, dude, this is not good. Like it's a fire hazard, 100% fire hazard.
Crazy, huh?
Yeah. Like parking, the whole parking situation, people were parking at the mall, walking to the racetrack, and parking at the Arboretum.
Damn.
Wow, was that packed?
It was that packed. And then people, like mass amount of people leaving, and then the mass amount of people going in. I was just like, dude, this.
Do they always have performances, or that's something new that they just started having?
I think they started doing that maybe the past 3-4 years now.
Damn.
They have like a
It's been a
main
minute.
stage, and then they have another stage just for like a DJ just plays there all day. And then I think there's like a b-boy circle and
Nice.
things like that.
So how was the performance though?
It was fun.
Yeah.
Quesero really made fun out of the whole situation. Like kids, all of his fans were there. They were like they were really digging it. So
Oh, congrats to y'all. That's a dope,
Yeah.
dope platform.
he has a new song coming out soon. So shameful plug. What's up, Quesero?
What's it called?
I forgot.
Oh, you should be like.
He keeps changing the title of the song sometimes. I think he talked about it in the podcast. I gotta look it up now. You may discuss amongst yourselves.
You may.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for that.
Oh, so sorry.
Oh
man.
my God.
Things to do.
Things to do.
Yeah, see, I don't know. Things to do. Quesero. But yeah,
Did he perform it?
yeah, he did.
Tight.
Yeah.
Nice. So let me see. What do you have anything planned? Any other than the pop-ups? Any other events? Are you guys gonna try to get into like maybe a night market or has that ever been a thought?
No, it hasn't. Just night pop-ups here and there that we've thought about. But again, just the whole timing sometimes just doesn't work out with all the events that we got going on Saturdays. But for sure, I already looked at the calendar. I was like, for sure, next Friday it's gonna be set. But just sticking with the catering in the afternoons, doubling up from the morning to the afternoon. This past weekend, we did a 300-person wedding out in Linwood.
Nice.
Damn.
Quinceañera, sorry, not a wedding. But yeah,
That's a big ass quinceañera.
I know, right?
300 people at that quince?
Were you dressed like a chambelán?
Just all in black, all in black.
Serving a white
Right?
tux. It was like communion. What do you
Yeah,
wear?
Dang.
but yeah, pretty much it. Just just doing them events, man.
Nice. Oh yeah, I like that.
Dope. Well, hey, this has been real.
Right?
I'm just super hungry now, thinking of all this food because this is the first episode in a while we had like strictly food talk.
Yeah.
Good
So-
majority of it, yeah.
So I'm ready to try. Definitely gonna come out soon.
Sure.
Saturday.
Yeah, I'm like
If you're free Saturday, Michael,
If I wake up early enough, yes.
you answer our
Coming
text.
from Long Beach, yeah. My apologies.
let's get it, and then
It's not an excuse, dude. Anyways.
Real
So-
quick question for you, Miguel, though.
Yeah.
If I may. For those who want to get established in doing pop-ups or doing what you do, what advice would you give for people that are like super hesitant to even jump into the whole idea of being a vendor? What kind of advice would you offer?
I think plain and simple. I mean, it's just like anything else. If you really keep thinking about something like nonstop, left and right, and it's something that you see yourself doing, that you like doing, that you're passionate about it, just go for it. Don't hesitate. Don't let any of that hold you back. It's not until you try that you know whether it's something for you or not. That, and I mean, never think about competition or anything like that, because there's an abundance out there for it. And like my dad and my mom used to say all the time in Spanish, el sol nace para todo. There's plenty out there for anybody to make something out of it. Just simply go for it. Don't hold back.
Nice.
yeah,
That's good advice,
Good advice right there.
Yeah.
Facts.
Awesome. So we thank you.
Thank you,
I mean, we're
Miguel.
gonna-
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
No,
thank you.
thank you
I'll wake
guys
up
for
early
having me.
enough to get there.
No, we're gonna be there.
We'll be there.
So like,
For
where can
sure.
everybody find you? Where can everybody tap in?
At Cocina Los V, that's COCINA dot Los V. V is in Velasquez. Just in case anybody's wondering what the V stands for, it's my family's last name, Velasquez. But yeah, you can find us on there. Contact info's there if anybody's interested in any catering. Yeah.
Dope. Well, we thank you, bro. We appreciate you. We appreciate the love you spread out here in this world. And good luck. And continued blessings, bro.
Thank you very much. Thank you guys for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thank
man.
you, Miguel.
It's-
Appreciate it.
Anytime.
That's it. We out.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.